r/scams. Anichaya Siminant says, is this FedEx receipt fake? Included photo. Jeffin says, what happens if you put the tracking number on FedEx's website? Sifting Fla says, I would think yes, based solely on the fact that it says scheduled delivery date instead of scheduled. Kymelo says, that is obviously fake. For one thing, FedEx receipts for shipping will not have what the item being shipped is printed on the receipt. Bulky Travel 2500 says, FedEx receipts don't look like that at all, at least in the US. I ship a lot of stuff. The receipts always have tracking hash, drop-off location, destination, eater of delivery, actual package weight, billed package weight, TC plus liability statement, package type used. Some 1337 says, I think it is fake. FedEx uses more than just overnight shipping. It'll say priority overnight, standard overnight, or first overnight. All of those arrive at different times, and the receipt would specify that too. It wouldn't say scheduled delivery date 01/20. It'd say the specific time, by 10 AM or whenever. r/scams. Joseph Loridaman says, is this job offer from Indeed a scam? A company on Indeed reached out to me asking if I want to be a part-time property inspector in my state, NJ, USA. I'm not exactly sure what that means, since I thought a property inspector needed to be well versed in construction. I have no experience with construction. I just graduated with a STEM degree and I'm kind of desperate for a local job that pays well. This job pays $21 an hour, is only asking for 20-30 hours over a 3-day period, and judging by their description, it seems easy. I applied for the hell of it, and now they want an interview, in a group setting. I talked to my parents about this, and they say it sounds scammy. What do I do? Nikki Vicious says, normally group interviews are MLMs, but I've never heard them use property inspector as one of their job titles. If you know the company name offering the position, that's something you could look up or bring to us, and we're pretty good at digging stuff up. Vitaminx Z says, would avoid, just googling gets many bad reviews for the company. r/scams. Thisnamamabe says, Raffle Subscription. I just got a call saying last year I entered a raffle for an iPhone or something, and they said that automatically signed me up for some subscription service, and now I have an outstanding balance on my account and need to pay it in order to cancel my subscription and receive my prize. I told them to kick rocks because it sounded funny, but they did have my old credit card number. Was I right? Or am I gonna have to go to court over a year of unpaid subscription fees? Madam Genevieve says, sounds like a scam to me. If you're in the US, it is illegal to charge for a free prize you've either won or not, and I've never heard of anyone getting the prize. Also, automatically signing someone up for a paid subscription is not allowed either. I wouldn't pay anything and ask them to validate the debt. Maybe also contact your state's attorney general. Forks4 says, this sounds bizarre. How the heck did they get your credit card? Something is missing from the story here. Did you sign up for an iPhone raffle with your credit card? If you did, it's quite likely you actually did sign up for some kind of service in some fine print that you likely forgot to cancel. Something like a sign up for this service and be entered to win an iPhone type thing. If that is indeed what happened, you're likely on the hook for this. Just like the classic Columbia Record Club from back in the day, they rely on you forgetting to cancel. You can request proof of the debt, but if my guesses are correct, this sounds legit. Some people think, oh, the credit card I used expired, so the contract is over, but most of time not paying just means your account keeps accruing charges. Check the contact wording for specifics. Difficult Praline 554 says, was your old credit card inactive at the time? r/scams. Ferris16 says, I have fallen for a scam. Learn from my mistakes. Earlier this afternoon, I received a call from a supposed tax agency. They say I have tax that needed to be paid immediately for a business that I registered 2 years ago. I deny multiple times having registered any business with that firm, and in doing so, exposed information such as name and phone number. The caller then redirects me to an officer to file a report. The officer got me into exposing my national ID information such as mobile phone number, parents' phone number, social ID number, education/job status, and home address. The officer started mentioning that I was on a 3-way call and would be judged over the phone if I was in on the fraud or a victim. Halfway into the call cuts suddenly. They tried to contact me through WhatsApp, but I blocked them. Questions: / is it possible that this is a new type of modus where they don't try to scam you for money at all, but just your data, so they can impersonate you? / how worried should I be about all the data I have shared, and what steps should I take, other than learning from my mistakes and being better? OFC / I have went to the police to try and file a report, but after listening to a brief explanation, they say there is no need to file a report since there is no material loss. I have also consulted the banks and they say as long as card infos, password and PIN are secure, then there is no need to worry. I'm aware that I have made a great mistake, and I've been a foolish nervous wreck of a 19 years old who is definitely not ready for the adult world. And I will take steps to educate myself to be better. They sounded too convincing with many fake details sprinkled in such as badge number, police case number, etc. And I was too nervous to think straight. Advices are highly needed and highly appreciated. Please don't make the same mistake I do. Zelle_gap_553 says, no legitimate business like the crap eyes or whatever would contact you via WhatsApp. r/scams. American girl says, a neighbor of mine fell for a scam and sent them a picture of her driver's license. My neighbor got a messenger message from someone impersonating me and thought she was going to get $250,000 if she sent a $500 Apple gift card. Fortunately, she called me before she gave them the money, but she had already sent them a photo of her license. What's the worst that can happen? What steps should she be taking to protect herself, other than wising up and not falling for these things? Power Stoker says, I mean, she really believed she was going to get $250K for nothing. She will leak her personal info to another scammer eventually, if not already. Z_Christopher says, I would say sign up for Experian account and do a credit freeze. They can watch her license number and report any activity. r/scams. Mill7 says, Zelle scam on FB Marketplace. Selling my soundbar on FB Marketplace and a very interested guy messaged. Said he wanted it ASAP and could sell me the money right now, and his sister would be there to pick it up. I told him he'd prefer cash or Venmo, most experience with it, but he was extremely adamant that it had to be Zelle, since that's what his bank uses. I agreed it'd be okay. He sent me the $750 I was asking for, proven with a screenshot by him. I then got an email saying my Zelle needed to be upgraded to a business account for $250. To which he explained that he would send $250 more, I would send $250 back to him, and then I would receive $1,000 in my account to offset the cost, and my Zelle would be upgraded. Come on, man. That makes no sense. Look deeper at the emails from Zelle, and they were obviously fake. The Zelle logo in the emails wasn't even the same in both emails. FB Marketplace can be a sketchy place full of lowball offers and weird people, but this is my first time dealing with a scammer. Please beware. Scalopedtato says, yeah, this is a common one. They pretty much stick to the same script every time too. The Sago X says, Zelle is for friends and family only. They say so on their Tossen site. Never use Zelle for business transactions. Best to stay on platform for payments, or do cash in hand in person. FB Marketplace tends to be more of a cash in person kind of market. Krabby_Appleton says, I've been listing stuff on FB Marketplace and it's almost not worth the hassle of dealing with the scammers. Elena01501 says, probably one of the most ridiculous scams I see posted here. It literally makes no sense. No payment processor would ever require a third party to send money to unlock a stranger's account status. Zixian9753 says, a good portion of the scams have you sending cash or gift cards to somebody. Once they start talking cash going out of your pocket, the red flag is raised and your wallet needs to be closed. Mill7 says, this was a learning experience for myself. Just want the additional story out there to help anyone else who may experience the same. That's all for this video. Was it good? I know not, for I'm a robot. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe. This video is the product of an automated process.